In this short video, I'm going to talk about bit manipulation instructions that we might use in assembly. Bit manipulation uses a comparison of bits in the same position of usually a byte. It could be 2 bytes, or it could be 4 bytes. It depends on the word length of that computer system. Um, and it compares the binary values that are in the accumulator with binary values in either the instruction or the memory location that's identified by as the um, as the operator operand, in the instruction. Okay, so you've basically got three types of bit manipulation that we need to be familiar with that perform these comparisons: and or XOR. Now these are the same as the logic gates, in as much as if you have a one, if say for example in the position of the least significant bit, you have a one in that position in the accumulator and a one in that position in the comparison bit values, so in the memory location or in the instruction as the operand. If they are both one, the result is a one. If either of them is a zero, then the result of the AND operation is a zero. Okay, and so we can use this to, say, for example, reset values in registers. If we AND with zeros, then the resultant is a zero, whether or not it's a one or a zero. Okay, that's the AND. And OR, as you probably started to figure out, is that if the value in either the accumulator or the value in the instruction or the memory location is a 1, then we output a 1. And then we've got an XOR, which would output a 1 if the value in the accumulator or in the value being passed as the argument, I suppose, is a 1, then we would output a 1. But if both values were 1, we would output a 0. And if both values were 0, we'd output a 0. Okay, so they work in the same way as those logic gates AND, OR, and XOR, simply they're comparing bit values in each position of the register. Finally, in addition to this, you've got the bit shifts. You can have a left bit shift or a right hand bit shift. A bit shift simply, as the name suggests, it shifts the bit one position or two positions, or however many positions have been specified, to the left or the right. Now, but shifting to the left has the effect, really, essentially, of multiplying the value by 2. So if you move a bit from position 1, the least significant bit, the 1 value, 1 position to the left, it becomes 2. If you move that again 1 position to the left, it essentially has a 1 in the 4 column, essentially multiplying 2 by 2 to get 4, and we multiply 4 by 2, we get 8, and the same effect would be had by shifting all of the bits just 1 position to the left. Division by 2 is exactly the same. We simply shift the bits to the right, and that would have the equivalent of dividing by 2.